any of the other girls here? Would you like to see any of the other girls? So the other girls paid it. They're not here. Dominique is here.
That goes perfectly with my next question, because I know that you said that you found some of the girls on Instagram, like the four main women in this film.
Yeah.
Dominique, since you're here, can you talk a little bit about Dee reaching out to you?
and
What
beauty.
was that like, and what made you say yes?
Can you guys hear me? So, Dee was like, I saw her on Instagram, and like she was like following me and like watching my stories, and I was like a little bit starstruck because I remember watching her from Love and Hip Hop and how brave and how bold she was to transition on TV. And so I was a fan from number one, and then she was like, hit me up and asked me if I wanted to be a part of this project. And at first I was a little hesitant because I'm like a very private person. I don't really like my business out there. But after so many years of like living a double life, I felt like it was time to come clean and own my own story. So that's what I ended up doing and representing for the girls.
Something that I love about the film, it's so strong stylistically. I'm curious for both of you. You mentioned you wanted to shoot it in black and white early on. Can you talk a bit about that creative decision and what went into that?
I mean, so many times, let's be honest, so many times with the narrative of transgenderism or queerness, there's all these safety nets and fortresses built around us being able to talk or communicate with the rest of the world. I want no part of that. I think that it also keeps us from being human or feeling human. Like trans women, I don't care how fabulous or strong they seem to be, we all really want to be included in this world. We don't want to feel like, alone or pushed out. So, there's an ego thing that, trans women build just out of defense and protection. But I know as a trans woman how it feels. So I wanted to, within that thought process, I really wanted creatively to do something different than what people have seen with trans women. I didn't want the quintessential kind of like documentary LGBT, there's some good ones, and there are, but I really wanted to really step out and really, as a creator, not as a trans woman, as a director first, to really, show who I am. But I also wanted girls that really to step up to the plate, that were stars, that had something to say, that weren't afraid, that had something about them, that je ne sais quoi, right? And, I found them. I think the girls did absolutely fabulous. So I really wanted to play with any elements that I could to kind of create a new style of shooting. Thank you.
As a producer as well, talk to me a bit about, shepherding that vision, especially if there are producers in the audience tonight who are interested in supporting films like this. Talk to me about that.
Sure. Oh, I think. Dee did all of this herself. She worked on it for like 3 years before I ever even knew that this existed. So she shot it herself. She edited it herself. She produced it herself. She directed it. She did everything. There was literally no one. She also she did the sound and she did the lighting. So like literally everything. Right?
Just giving you Miss Jessie, girl.
And
Miss
so it
Bollywood.
was sent to me by a friend of a friend of a friend. Nick, I think I may have saw you.
Really
Are you
natural.
here? No. Oh yeah, he's over there. And he
That's
was
the girl
like,
from Top
he was
Shelf.
like,
She's giving me a
I
little of
think
her
that you
too,
would
the
like
host of
this.
Top Shelf.
And I put it on.
Pat
And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, she's brilliant. And I was like, and they're brilliant. And I was like, what's going on in this movie is like something that I have never seen, and it was just so important and felt like,
This kind
I
of
felt like
stuff
I
makes
could
you
somehow
wanna,
maybe
like,
be a
it
part of
connects so
like
much,
bringing it
like,
through,
it just
in
triggers me
some
to
way.
cry.
I think,